Imagine finding a single penny in your pocket that could change your entire life. What if I told you that a rare 1960 mint Mark Lincoln penny could be worth up to a jaw-dropping $9 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But here's the truth, hidden among everyday coins are treasures that could make you a fortune, and the 1960 Lincoln penny is one of them. And if you're not paying attention, you might just spend a life-changing penny without even realizing it. Now, you might be wondering, why is this penny so valuable? What makes a small copper coin from 1960 worth millions? Well, it's not just any penny. It's a rare era coin with unique characteristics that collectors are willing to pay staggering amounts to own. But before you rush to check your spare change, you need to know exactly what to look for, because if you miss the details, you could lose out on a fortune. Here's the first thing to watch for: the doubling effect. This rare error, known as a double die obverse, causes the design on the front of the coin to appear slightly duplicated. Pay close attention to the date, 1960, and the word Liberty. If you notice a faint, double outline, you could be holding a multi-million-dollar coin. Imagine that, something so small, yet so powerful, sitting unnoticed for decades. And here's the kicker: some people unknowingly spent these coins at face value, never realizing they held a potential goldmine. But the doubling effect isn't the only factor that determines value. Condition is everything. A 1960 Lincoln penny in pristine, mint state condition can fetch astronomical prices at auction. Coins graded MS 65 or higher are the real moneymakers. And if you're thinking, well, my penny looks old and worn out, don't worry. Even lower grade era pennies can sell for thousands. By the way, have you checked your couch cushions lately? Because people have found these valuable coins in the most unexpected places. One lucky person found a rare 1960 penny in an old piggy bank and sold it for over $500,000. So, where else could these hidden treasures be lurking? Maybe in that old coin jar you haven't touched in years, or the loose change in your car's cup holder. Think about it, your next penny could be your ticket to a wealthy lifestyle. Now, here comes the million-dollar question: how do you sell a coin like this for maximum profit? The answer is simple: you need to get it professionally graded. Reputable grading companies like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and certify your coin's condition. With the right grading, your humble penny could transform into a seven-figure windfall. And the best part? Rare coin auctions are hotter than ever, with collectors willing to outbid each other for rare finds like the 1960 Lincoln penny. But wait, what if you're sitting on even more valuable coins without knowing it? The 1960 is just the tip of the iceberg. There are other rare pennies floating around, each worth thousands or even millions of dollars. And if you walk away now, you might miss out on a hidden fortune that's sitting right under your nose. So, the next time you hold a penny in your hand, ask yourself, could this be the one? Because while most people overlook loose change, you now know the truth. Your pathway to wealth could be hiding in plain sight. And the only question left is, are you going to check your spare change, or will you let millions slip through your fingers? Stay tuned, because in my next video, I'm revealing even more rare coins that could turn your pocket change into life-changing wealth. You won't want to miss it. Penny that could change your entire life. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you that there are 1968 mint Mark Lincoln pennies out there worth up to a staggering $8.7 million? Yes, a single penny sitting in your home could unlock a future of luxury, freedom, and financial security. And today, you're about to find out exactly how to spot one of these rare treasures hiding in plain sight. Now, before you start turning over every penny you own, let me tell you this: not every 1968 penny is worth millions. But there are specific features, hidden details that can make all the difference. And if you miss these signs, you could unknowingly let a fortune slip right through your fingers. So, what makes the 1968 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny so special? It all comes down to a few key factors: errors, rarity, and condition. Let's break it down so you know exactly what to look for. First, the mint mark itself holds a critical clue. In 1968, the Denver Mint produced millions of pennies. But a tiny fraction of them were struck with errors so rare, collectors today are willing to pay unimaginable prices. The most valuable ones? They have double dies, a striking mistake where the coin's design appears slightly duplicated. Imagine a small, nearly invisible error being the difference between a penny and millions of dollars, and here's where it gets even more intriguing. Some of these pennies display a misalignment in the mint mark, a subtle but powerful indication of value. If your 1968 D penny shows signs of doubling on key areas like Lincoln's face, the date, or the lettering, you might be sitting on a life-changing jackpot. But wait, don't rush to cash in just yet. Condition is everything. Collectors and auction houses pay top dollar for coins in pristine, uncirculated condition. Even the smallest scratches or signs of wear can mean the difference between $1,000 and several million. So, if you find a promising penny, handle it carefully. One careless move could mean leaving life-changing money on the table. Now, you might be wondering, how do you know if your penny is the real deal? This is where professional coin grading comes in. Services like PCGS or NGC specialize in verifying and authenticating rare coins. And here's a tip: if you think you have a valuable 1968 D penny, get it graded immediately. Because once it's certified, its value skyrockets. And here's the kicker. A verified 1968 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny recently sold for an astonishing $8.7 million. Just imagine what you could do with that kind of money. Pay off every debt. Buy your dream home. Travel the world. All from one tiny coin hiding in your pocket. Change.so, the question is, have you checked your coins lately? Right now, rare coin collectors are scouring the country, paying record-breaking prices. Time is of the essence, and every day you wait could be a missed opportunity. Don't let someone else cash in on what could be your golden ticket. And here's something most people don't realize: these opportunities won't last forever. As more of these rare pennies are discovered, their value could eventually drop. The window to turn a simple penny into millions is closing fast. The question is, will you seize it while you still can? And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, there's another coin you should be looking for, one that could be sitting in your collection right now, worth even more than the 1968 D penny. Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss what I'm about to reveal next. Waking up one day to find a simple, ordinary penny in your drawer. Nothing special, right? But what if I told you that penny could be worth up to a jaw-dropping $8.5 million? Sounds unbelievable. Well, buckle up, because today, we're diving deep into the mysterious world of the 1976 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, and why it could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you really looked at your spare change? I mean, really looked at it. Most people never bother, and that's exactly why fortunes are sitting hidden in plain sight. Right now, there are people across the United States holding onto a 1976 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny without realizing it could change their lives forever. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this penny so special? Why would anyone pay millions for something that usually isn't even worth $1? The answer lies in a rare minting error that occurred during the bicentennial year, a mistake so rare, collectors are willing to pay staggering amounts just to get their hands on it. Back in 1976, the U.S. Mint was operating at full capacity, producing millions of pennies to meet public demand. But amidst the rush, a critical error slipped through the cracks. A small batch of pennies left the mint without the traditional mint mark. For coin collectors, these minting mistakes are like finding a needle in a haystack. Only this needle could make you a millionaire, and here's where things get even more interesting. Not every 1976 penny is valuable. It's the no-mint mark versions, produced in Philadelphia, that send collectors into a frenzy. These rare coins are so scarce that when one appears at auction, bidding wars erupt, and prices skyrocket into the millions. Imagine holding a coin worth more than a luxury mansion, and it's just been sitting in your coin jar all this time. Now, before you rush off to check your change, let me tell you exactly what to look for. First, examine the date, 1976. If there's no mint mark beneath the year, you might be in luck. But wait, there's more. Condition matters. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition fetch the highest prices. Even if your penny isn't flawless, don't panic. Some slightly worn examples have still sold for life-changing sums. At this point, you might be wondering, how does a simple penny reach an astronomical value like $8.5 million? It all comes down to supply and demand. Serious collectors are always on the hunt for unique pieces to complete their collections. And when a coin is as rare as the 1976 no-mint mark penny, competition becomes fierce. People aren't just paying for a piece of copper, they're paying for a piece of history. Think about this for a moment. What would you do if you discovered a penny worth millions? Would you pay off your mortgage? Travel the world? Secure your family's future? It sounds like a dream, but for a lucky few, it has already become a reality. And if you think these high prices are a thing of the past, think again. Coin values continue to climb, and experts predict the rarest examples will only become more valuable over time. But here's the catch: most people will never know they're sitting on a fortune because they simply don't check. Right now, your next trip to the grocery store could lead to the biggest financial windfall of your life. And the scariest part? If you overlook it, someone else might snatch up that same coin and walk away a millionaire. So, how do you turn your everyday change into a financial jackpot? Start by inspecting every penny closely. Use a magnifying glass if you need to. Look for the 1976 date and the absence of a mint mark. And if you find one, don't hesitate. Consult with a reputable coin dealer or auction house immediately. The last thing you want is to let a fortune slip through your fingers. Now, here's a thought. What if there are other valuable pennies hiding in your home right now? Because the truth is, the 1976 no-mint mark penny isn't the only coin fetching life-changing prices. There are more out there, each one a potential goldmine. And in my next video, I'll reveal even more rare coins that could be lurking in your pocket change right now. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So, before you toss that penny aside, remember, one simple coin could be the key to unlocking a fortune. Check your change, stay curious, and who knows? Your next big discovery could be worth millions. Stay tuned, because the world of rare coins is full of surprises, and your life-changing moment could be just one penny away. What if I told you that a simple penny hiding in your pocket could be worth a life-changing $8.3 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's 100% true. Right now, an ordinary-looking 1986 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is shaking up the coin-collecting world. And the best part? There could be one sitting unnoticed in your home at this very moment. Most people walk right past small fortunes every day, never realizing the hidden value beneath their fingertips. But what if you could be the one who spots it? Imagine discovering a penny so rare and valuable that it turns your everyday life into a millionaire's dream. This isn't some distant fantasy. It's happening right now, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to find one of these rare treasures. So, why is a 1986 Lincoln penny without a mint mark causing such a stir? It all comes down to a rare minting error. Normally, pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint bear no mint mark. But in 1986, a small batch of these pennies was produced with an unusual defect, making them incredibly rare. Collectors are willing to pay massive sums for these unique errors, and one such penny recently sold for an eye-watering $8.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, millions for a penny most people wouldn't glance at twice. Now, before you start tearing apart your couch cushions, let's talk about what makes this coin so valuable. It's not just about the missing mint mark. Condition is everything. A pristine, uncirculated penny with sharp details and no visible wear can fetch staggering amounts at auction. But even if your penny isn't flawless, it could still be worth thousands. So, where should you start looking? Check those jars of loose change, old piggy banks, and even that junk drawer everyone has. You never know where a fortune could be hiding. And here's a fun thought: how many pennies have you spent without giving them a second glance? It might be enough to make you rethink every penny you touch from now on, but hold on, there's a crucial step you can't afford to miss. Once you find a 1986 penny without a mint mark, you need to verify its authenticity. Don't just trust your eyes. A magnifying glass can help you inspect the fine details, and consulting with a reputable coin appraiser is your best bet. Imagine finding the penny and losing out on millions just because you skipped this step. You wouldn't want that kind of regret, would you? And here's where things get even more exciting. If your penny checks out, you could enter the high-stakes world of rare coin auctions. These aren't your everyday eBay listings. We're talking about exclusive auctions where serious collectors battle for the rarest pieces. And when the bidding starts, that's when things get thrilling. Imagine hearing the auctioneer call out bids climbing higher and higher: $1 million, $2 million, $5 million. The adrenaline, the anticipation, it could all be yours. Now, you might be wondering, what are the odds of finding one of these rare pennies? Here's the truth: they're rare, but not impossible to find. People like you are uncovering valuable coins every year. The real question is, will you be one of them? Or will you let the opportunity slip through your fingers? Imagine the difference that kind of money could make. Paying off your mortgage, traveling the world, securing your family's future. It all starts with one simple penny. And here's the kicker: if you aren't looking, you'll never find it. So, what's stopping you from checking your loose change today? Maybe that life-changing penny is already in your possession. Maybe your path to wealth is sitting quietly in a jar or tucked away in an old wallet. But you'll never know unless you start looking. And when you do, you might just find yourself holding the key to an $8.3 million treasure. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Start searching now, because the next life-changing penny could be yours. And when you find it, you won't just be holding a coin. You'll be holding the future you've always dreamed of. So valuable, that it could change your entire life overnight. What if I told you that a 1993 D mint mark Lincoln penny could be worth, brace yourself, up to $8 million? Yes, you heard that right. One little copper coin hiding in your loose change could unlock a fortune. But here's the catch: you might be holding one right now and not even realize it. Miss this opportunity, and you could be walking away from life-changing wealth without even knowing it. Now, before you rush to check your penny jar, let me tell you exactly why the 1993 D Lincoln penny is so incredibly valuable and how you can spot one that could be worth millions. This isn't just some urban legend or collector's fantasy. There are real stories of everyday people cashing in big on rare coins just like this one. And the best part? They never expected it. So, what makes the 1993 D Lincoln penny so special? It all comes down to a rare minting error. You see, during the minting process, mistakes can happen. And when they do, collectors go wild. The 1993 D penny is known for a unique double die error, where the design is accidentally stamped twice, creating a subtle but valuable distinction. These errors are like gold in the world of numismatics, and collectors are willing to pay jaw-dropping sums to get their hands on one. Imagine finding a coin like that tucked away in your couch cushions. You'd probably never look at pocket change the same way again. But here's where it gets even more exciting. Some of these error pennies have already fetched thousands, even millions, at auction. And the value is only rising as more collectors enter the market, desperate to complete their rare coin collections. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these million-dollar pennies? Great question. First, grab any 1993 D Lincoln pennies you can find. What you're looking for is doubling on the inscriptions, particularly on the words, Liberty, and, In God We Trust. The doubling can be subtle, so use a magnifying glass if needed. And don't worry if you feel a little ridiculous squinting at a penny. When millions of dollars are on the line, it's worth the effort. But here's something most people miss: even pennies with minor imperfections can be incredibly valuable. Variations in the color, the texture, or even a misalignment in the mint mark can mean the difference between a penny that's worth 1 cent and one that could make you a millionaire. So, don't overlook anything. Every detail counts, and if you do find a penny that looks promising, don't just throw it back in the jar. You'll want to get it professionally appraised. Coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your penny, giving you a clear picture of its true market value. And trust me, when you're sitting on a coin that could fetch millions, a professional appraisal is the smartest investment you can make. By the way, wouldn't it be ironic if the spare change rolling around in your car cup holder was your ticket to financial freedom? People search their entire lives for opportunities like this, and here it is, hiding in plain sight. But let me give you a little warning. As the value of these rare coins skyrockets, so does the competition. Collectors, dealers, and even casual treasure hunters are all on the hunt for the next million-dollar penny. If you wait too long, you might miss your chance forever. So, here's what you need to do next. Check your coin collections, your piggy banks, and those jars of loose change. Look closely at every 1993 D Lincoln penny you come across. If you spot any irregularities, get them evaluated immediately. Time is money, and in this case, it could be millions. And here's the kicker. Experts believe there are still undiscovered 1993 D error pennies out there, waiting to be found. The question is, will you be the one to find the next multi-million-dollar coin, or will you let this golden opportunity slip through your fingers? The choice is yours. But one thing is certain: every penny you check could be the one that changes your life forever. So, what are you waiting for? Your fortune could be right in your hands, and it's time to find out. 1997 D Lincoln penny with a value that could reach up to a staggering $7.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. A simple, everyday penny, worth more than most houses. What if that penny is sitting quietly in your change jar right now, waiting to be discovered? Most people walk past spare change without a second thought. But what if that change could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth? In this video, we are diving deep into the 1997 D Lincoln penny, uncovering why it holds such an extraordinary value, how to identify if you have one, and what to do if you strike gold. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to turn an ordinary coin into a life-changing fortune. So, stick around, you won't want to miss a second. It all started with a small but crucial mistake. The US Mint produces billions of pennies every year, but sometimes, even the most advanced machinery slips up. In 1997, a rare error during the minting process created a handful of pennies that are now worth a fortune. These error coins, known to collectors as minting anomalies, are the golden goose of the coin world. One such error involves a double die strike, a misalignment during the minting process that results in a coin having a duplicated image. It's like the penny couldn't decide which version of itself it wanted to be. This tiny flaw makes the 1997 D penny a target for serious collectors who are willing to pay millions for the right one. But here's the kicker, these errors aren't always easy to spot. So, how do you know if you have one of these golden pennies? Start by examining the date and mint mark closely. The D indicates it was minted in Denver. Look for subtle doubling on the numbers or letters, especially around the word Liberty or the year 1997. It may seem like a small detail, but to a trained eye, that tiny error could be the difference between 1 cent and $7.70 million. And if you think these are impossible to find, think again. In 2022, a lucky coin enthusiast stumbled upon one of these rare pennies in a collection of loose change inherited from a relative. That penny? It sold for a jaw-dropping $7.7 million at auction. Imagine discovering a fortune hiding in plain sight. Makes you want to dump out every coin jar in your house, doesn't it? Now, before you start turning your house upside down, let's talk about what to do if you think you found one. First, protect the coin. Avoid cleaning it, even a tiny scratch can lower its value significantly. Place it in a coin holder or a soft cloth. Next, get it professionally appraised by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Their certification could mean the difference between a modest payout and a multimillion-dollar windfall. Timing is everything. The market for rare error coins is hotter than ever, with collectors scrambling to get their hands on unique pieces. But here's the catch, these windows of opportunity don't stay open forever. If you have a rare 1997 D penny, the time to act is now. Waiting could mean missing out on life-changing money, and if you're wondering if it's all worth the effort, consider this. Would you rather let a potential $7.7 million penny gather dust, or would you take the chance to transform your life forever? The choice is yours, but here's a thought to leave you with. If a simple penny could be worth millions, what other treasures might be hiding right under your nose? So, before you toss that spare change aside, take a closer look. Your next penny could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. And trust me, when it comes to rare coins, the next big discovery could be yours. If you found this information eye-opening, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more hidden treasures waiting to be uncovered. Don't let fortune pass you by, your journey to a life-changing payday could be one penny away. Stay tuned for our next video, where we reveal another coin that could be hiding in plain sight, worth millions. You won't want to miss it.